Hey, have you ever noticed that James is pretty tall?
Yeah, he's definitely tall, but I wouldn't say he's particularly handsome.
Really? I think height adds to his attractiveness. It gives him a commanding presence.
I get that. But being tall doesn't automatically make someone handsome. I mean, have you seen his facial features?
Well, he might not have the classic handsome look, but I find his height quite appealing. It makes him stand out in a crowd.
True, being tall does have its advantages. But you can't ignore the fact that being handsome involves more than just physical height. It's about overall attractiveness.
I suppose beauty is subjective, right? Some people might find his height more attractive than others.
Absolutely, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But there's also something about facial features and charisma that contribute to overall handsomeness.
Fair point. I guess everyone has their own preferences. Some might appreciate his towering stature, while others might prioritize different aspects.
Exactly. It's not just about one characteristic. It's the combination of qualities that makes someone truly handsome.
Well, I still think his height is a significant factor. It gives him this confident vibe.
Confidence is attractive, I agree. But you can be confident at any height. Maybe it's about finding the right balance between physical appearance and personality.
That's a good point. I guess I was just emphasizing the tall part because it's the first thing you notice about him.
It's natural to notice physical traits first, but as you get to know someone, other aspects become more important in determining their overall attractiveness.
You're right. Maybe I need to look beyond the height and consider the whole package.
We all have our unique qualities that make us attractive in different ways. You know, sometimes we tend to focus on one aspect and overlook the richness of someone's character.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in first impressions. But now I'm curious. What do you think makes someone truly handsome?
Well, for me, it's a combination of physical attractiveness, personality, and how someone carries themselves. Confidence, kindness, and a good sense of humor can enhance someone's overall appeal.
I agree with you on that. A sense of humor can be a game changer. Do you think James has a good sense of humor?
Honestly, I haven't interacted with him that much, but humor is subjective. What one person finds funny, another might not. It's all part of the individual preferences that shape our perceptions.
True. I guess I should spend more time getting to know him better before making assumptions about his overall attractiveness.
That's a thoughtful approach. It's essential to recognize that everyone has their own unique qualities that contribute to their appeal. What might be attractive to one person might not be as appealing to someone else.
You're right. It's a matter of personal taste. I wonder if James is aware of how people perceive him.
People often have different perspectives, and it's challenging to gauge how others see us. James might have his own insecurities or strengths that we aren't aware of.
Yeah, we all have our insecurities, even if we don't show them. Maybe I should try to be more empathetic and understanding.
Empathy goes a long way in building connections. If you approach your interactions with an open mind, you might discover aspects of James that you hadn't considered before.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice. Do you think the idea of handsomeness changes over time and across cultures?
Absolutely. Beauty standards evolve, and they can vary significantly across cultures. What's considered attractive today might not have been the case a few decades ago, and it can differ from one culture to another.
That's true. It's fascinating how societal norms influence our perception of beauty. Makes you realize that there's no one-size-fits-all definition of attractiveness.
Precisely. Embracing diversity in perspectives and appreciating different forms of beauty can lead to a more inclusive and understanding society.
Well said. I'm going to approach things with a more open mind from now on.
It's always great to discuss these topics and gain new perspectives.
You're right. Diversity is what makes life interesting. It's just a matter of broadening our horizons and appreciating the uniqueness in each person.
And speaking of diversity, cultural influences also play a significant role in shaping our perceptions of attractiveness. What might be considered attractive in one culture could differ in another.
That's a good point. Different cultures often have distinct ideals of beauty. Do you think these ideals are changing with globalization and increased cultural exchange?
Globalization has led to a blending of cultures, and with that comes a more varied perspective on beauty. People are exposed to different standards through media, social interactions, and travel, leading to a more inclusive and diverse understanding of attractiveness.
It's fascinating how interconnected the world has become. I guess that's why it's important not to stick to rigid definitions of beauty.
Exactly. Embracing diversity doesn't just apply to physical appearance, but also extends to different cultural backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences.
Now I'm thinking about how social media plays into all of this. It seems like it can both challenge and reinforce certain beauty standards.
Social media is a powerful influencer, for better or worse. On one hand, it can challenge traditional beauty norms by providing a platform for a variety of voices and perspectives. On the other hand, it can create unrealistic standards and contribute to the pressure of fitting a certain mold.
So true. The curated images we see online often don't reflect reality. It's important to remind ourselves that everyone is unique and has their own individuality.
Authenticity is something we should cherish. When people are true to themselves, it radiates a different kind of beauty.
I wonder if there's a way to shift the narrative and celebrate more diverse forms of beauty in mainstream media.
It's an ongoing conversation. There has been progress with movements promoting body positivity and inclusivity, but there's still work to be done. Encouraging a broader representation of beauty in media is crucial for changing societal perceptions.
True. It feels like we're at a turning point, and there's a growing awareness of the need for change.
Change takes time, but every conversation, like the one we're having now, contributes to a more inclusive mindset. It starts with individuals challenging their own perceptions and spreading that awareness.
You've given me a lot to think about. I appreciate the depth of this conversation.
I'm glad we could explore these topics together. Remember, beauty is a multifaceted concept, and the more we appreciate different aspects of it, the richer our understanding becomes.
Definitely. Let's hope for a future where everyone feels valued for their unique qualities.
Cheers to that. It's been a pleasure discussing these important matters with you.